down to the west to be ready for that storm, and they sat there waiting. Thunder and lightning rolled across the prairies to this place, but there was no rain. The thunder was so loud it shook the earth mother. And they all looked this way, because out of the clouds a huge person emerged. He's like a giant. He sat on the boulder. Huge. Thunder and lightning all around this man. He pointed down to the boulder with one hand. The next hand he raised to the clouds. Lightning came in every way, coming down through him, and to those stones. The Indian people out here were in wonder, awestruck by this incredible phenomenon that they were watching. They know something special was happening. And then, just as suddenly, when the lightning struck, a big cloud of smoke, and the great one was gone, disappeared like that. So they went down for the night. But the next morning they came out here, and they saw carvings on the stone people. You would call it petroglyphs today. Those carvings represented to those ancestors who were camped out here. This is Wakan, this is sacred, this is the holy place. So they understood this, and right away, they too started to come to the stone people and make their offerings. Your ancestors used to come before they would even dig their stone. They had their own location. They would chip their marks on the stone, their clan, their medicine symbols. They would give offerings and prayers, as we will do today. We have an ancient tradition that is rich and beautiful and spiritual to carry on. As long as our ancestors gave us the knowledge and wisdom, it is your responsibility to carry that out. No one else. You are the pipe makers. You are the people of the sacred circle. You are the people of the four directions. You come here, you pay homage, you pay respect. That's what this is all about this morning. So for 5 years, as a group, we have done this. Our chairman, vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, all have worked hard. All the committee, the volunteers work hard every year so that this time, this moment can take place in a good way. So it is a tribute to everyone here in the circle, what takes place today. So we'll start, as our ancestors did, this morning with prayers and offerings to what is now called the Three Maidens. Then we will walk the line, starting at the extreme south, which is an ancient quarry site. We call it the Ancestor Pit. We start with the southernmost pit, and we will walk the line of the quarries north, past the monument headquarters and the shrine, and then on to the northern side, where we continue to make our offerings, and we conclude this at the far end, what is known as the Sundancer Pit. We will then form the circle once again. And these people who have brought their medicine pipes, who have filled it in the sacred manner at this moment, in this place, will be praying with their pipes as they walk that trail of the ancestors. When we get to the end of it, we form another circle like this. The pipes will be brought out, and we will all smoke them in a good way. Our prayers go to the Great Spirit Creator. And then our blessing, our offerings, medicine gifts to the spirits, the stone people, has been accomplished once again. So when we leave this place, we leave with good heart, good mind, and good body, because we know we have carried on a special and beautiful tradition of our ancestors. So it is good we do these things. It is good that you have in your heart to acknowledge the gift of your ancestors, to give those blessings. Some of you I know have come a long ways, but your ancestors traveled by foot. They traveled by horse. They made many sacrifices to come here, just as you did. But they made it. It was even tougher for them, but they did it, and that's what's important. They did it, and now we continue. So I say, miigwech. I thank all of you for this, and those who have not, do not have tobacco or sage. We have keepers have brought some. Others have brought offerings. That is right here. Tobacco, cedar, sage, everything is right here. If you have none to offer, come and get some. And then as you go along, you can make that offering of tobacco to the maidens and to the stone people. So this is for you. This is for all the people. So we will now have a flute. He will play for us as we make the prayers and offerings, and then he too will join us. So those who do not have tobacco or things, come on forward and help yourself. And then those who do, go ahead and those who've been before know and understand that. So just go ahead. We break the circle now in a good way, and we start our ceremony.
Big lads did come out in little layers. Kind of locked in. Well, it seems like we were.
They don't have any water in their machine.
This grove has gotten a lot thicker with more trees since they were here. 1937, when this became a national monument, they got a bunch of Indian guys with the CCs, And some of those, the descendants of those guys in the 1930s are still around this area. And they're still pipe makers. So that came back heavier, stronger in the 1930s.
That's right. Wow. Yeah, baby.
We don't know what we do.
How about this one? How about this one?
Yeah, sure, we can do that. So the guy sits down there and he holds that chisel, and then the woman picks up that big sledgehammer. And the guy said, "Hey, when I nod my head, you hit it." They buried him 3 days later. She was a very obedient woman. She followed orders. I told Richard I would do that. He knows, I've come in a good way for his family. So he said it's okay.
This pit for 19 years, and I'm basically the only one that quarries the stone in this pit. I love what I'm doing. I love to be out here with the Earth Mother. It's a great love for me for this to be gone from my life. We are formed here.
But the story is when Tarzan and Jane and their little son, they call Boy, they're living up in this tree house in the jungle. Jane says, "Tarzan, Boy, we are hungry. Go out and get us some food." So Tarzan, being the obedient husband and provider, he said, "Okay." So he grabs his hunting pouch off the wall, and up on the tree ahead is full of inches. He goes over there and he takes his snake. We used to stop on that side at the final part, Bud.
Right.
This looks pretty neat in here.
They just
You want to stop here, or
Yeah,
you want to check and see how that circle is over there?
I'll take a quick look.
Okay.
Kind of was with my mother all the time. She taught her all the old ways.
That was good. Isn't
Uh-huh.
it? Yes.
Yeah,
I'm glad she
gathering.
takes that interest,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only way we're going to pass it on to the next generation.
Sure.
It's good to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Visit.
Yes.
Then
right.
all the time we sit around. These young people. Most of the time, the teenage they get bored. Yeah. So after I leave here, I'm going to Shakopee and see some of my friends there,
Are you?
schoolmates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going up to Red Lake. I'm going to
Wow.
Whiter,